And let's get started. All right, for those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Dr. Roz, and I am the VP of Communications here at Akana. Excited to be that, excited to be here. I was fortunate enough with my husband to be in the seat the day the company launched. That was exciting because I looked around the room and realized I'm from Texas, I'm in Houston, Texas, that there were only just a few of us there. And that wasn't a problem. That was exciting because I realized what we had our hands on. And that's why we're excited about what we're doing. We're here to elevate your well-being because Akana means in the hands of God. And me being in ministry, that was important to me because that's where I want to be. I know that the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. We launched, as I said, on April 20th of 2019 with our line of CBD products. And that blew me away at first because I didn't have the knowledge, and I'll share some of that information with you shortly. And then we expanded into essential oils, and then in 2020, we hit with a stride concerning wellness products and weight management products. And then we introduced the Flat Belly Lifestyle in 2021. Now we actually have more than 30,000 customers. I'm still waiting to get that new slide. But Akana reinvests 1% of our gross profits to empower undeserved communities. And we're so blessed to deliver 5-star customer support. Now here's the smart thing that our CEO and the C-suite did. They didn't just focus on one arena, one market. Because if you know anything about business, you got to multitask. You got to be in every different areas that are related to what you're doing. So we actually are in different markets. We have markets and products in the wellness and the financial education and the travel and the home-based business area. And as you can see, these are not million-dollar areas. These are not million-dollar segments. These are billion, trillion, and quadrillion-dollar segments, market segments. It's because of our executive team that we're doing that, because they have over 120 plus years of combined experience. Our CEO, our COO, our CSO, our Spanish ambassador, and our medical advisory board director. They have helped shape and guide multi-billion-dollar companies, and we have them right here. Our mission is we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. We're supposed to have this. By offering the most life-changing products in our innovative business, we empower people like yourself, that's why you're here, to be empowered to do what? To elevate your full potential. Our vision is to elevate the well-being of our body and our soul. Now, why is that important? Why should we even be talking about wellness? Listen, here's a terrible statistic. We have given birth to the first generation of children who are predicted to have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. They're saying that by 2030, colon cancer is estimated to become the leading killer for people 20 to 49 years of age. Now, I said earlier a little bit that I'm in ministry. I've been in ministry since 1980, so I'm not a medical doctor. I am a certified wellness coach here at Akana, but I'm not a physician. So I always like for us to hear from the mouth of the experts in the industry, those who have the MDs and the DOs behind their names. Let you hear what they have to say about what we're going to be talking about today. Check this out.
2/3 of adults are now overweight or obese, and we have an epidemic cascade of debilitating disease that's overcoming the country. There's no way we can sustain the current style of care with the epidemic that we're creating with our diet and lifestyle choices.
The diabetes, the arthritis, the heart disease, the dementia, the obesity, the cancers are affecting about 70% of deaths. All the data is that those 70% of deaths and morbidity are largely lifestyle related and preventable.
Most kids by age 10 in the U.S. already have fatty streaks in their arteries, the first stage of atherosclerosis leading to heart attacks, strokes.
Here in American medicine, we operate from the disease model. We are in the business of treating sick people. We are not in the business of trying to prevent people from becoming sick.
When you look at chronic disease risk, all the things that we walk around worrying about, Actually, dietary choices trump smoking when it comes to those risks.
If I could deliver one message to the researchers who are looking for the cause of diabetes and the cause of clogged arteries and the cause of high blood pressure and the cause of obesity, I would tell them the answer's in 3 words. It's the food. It's what Americans are eating.
I love this video because these are experts. He says, you want to know the problem? You want to know how to solve the problem? It's the food. He's a doctor talking about it. And then the other doctor, the cardiologist guy, he said, we're not in the business. In other words, I didn't go to school 10 years to prevent sickness. I went to treat sickness, right? So chronic disease, how many of us have people in our families, loved ones, people that we've known that are dealing with some kind of chronic disease, and it's because of the intoxication of their cells at the mitochondrial level. It's because of the inflammation in their body. Inflammation is the culprit. It's because of the visceral fat that's going around surrounding their internal organs, and they can't get rid of that fat, that belly fat, those love handles, we call it. But here's what's terrible. In 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from heart disease in the United States, and for 25% of them, you know when they found out they had heart disease? It was at death. That's the kind of statistic that we can change. And it starts with learning your blood type. How many of you know your blood type? Okay, stop right now. Go to the chat. If you know your blood type, I want you to type it in there. Are you an A, a B, a AB, or an O? Now, if you type any other letter, that's not your blood type. If you type E, F, and G, no, that's not your blood type. So if you don't know, then I want you to put IDK, I don't know. And why is that important? Because one person's food is another man's poison. So, okay, go ahead. Put it in the chat. Let me know if you know your blood type. Let's see. We got some O's. We got some A's. We got some AB's. I see it. Go ahead. We got another O. All right. Another O. All the O's are in the house. I got you. So see, why is that important? Because your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than your race, your culture, or your geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. Because guess what? One person's food is another man's poison. See, if I gave you a banana and you loved bananas all the time and you're blood type B, well, guess what? That's poisonous to you. But here's what we're doing at Akana. Watch this. Let's listen to this from Dr. Prince.
Even through my practice, after scanning thousands of people over 10 years, I've investigated how the blood type plays a major role in what we're putting in our bodies. Your blood type is like a security system, and the antigen on your red blood cell determines your blood type. And based upon that antigen, your body will identify the food as an enemy or as a friend, as poison or as medicine. And based upon that information, it's either going to trigger your immune system or it's going to conserve your immune system. So if we're eating outside of our chemistry, then we're constantly triggering our immune system, which becomes overreactive after a while to the point where it becomes worn down. When you wear down your immune system, you make it hyperactive. A hyperactive immune system has the potential to turn upon the host. We call it autoimmune disease. When the immune system turns upon the host, that means that now you have one of the most powerful vessels in the body attacking you without you being able to defend yourself against it.
So now we need to know our blood type. I told you if you have an A and you're eating bananas, it's just like I just gave you a poisonous banana. And Dr. Prince teaches us it's not what we do some of the time, but it's what we do most of the time. So we here at Akana have a blood type testing kit that you can get from the person who invited you. Very easy to use, takes about 5 minutes because you need to know your blood type. We've got trained people. Yes, we've got certified wellness coaches that have been trained and certified through our program here with our naturopath, Dr. Eric Prince.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Eric Prince, the naturopath. I am a holistic doctor, and today we're going to discuss the Quantum Bioscan Analyzer. My testimony has to do with athletics. Being a track and field runner at the age of 40 and 50, I was able to compete at the college level. based upon cleansing and detoxifying my bodies with these products, which allowed me to reverse my age biologically, achieve my athletic goals, and to restore my health. So imagine this is your report. Today we want to discuss the power of knowing about a progression of disease before it reaches a crisis state. We're going to talk about the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular report card, which is your heart and your brain. It turns out that over 600,000 people perish each year from heart disease. What if we knew it was coming and had the ability to reverse it? They call it arterial sclerosis, which is a hardening of the arteries. This is a problem in our system because we start off with normal arteries, clean and clear, blood flows with no impedance. But over time, we start to build up plaque inside of our blood vessels. We call this normal to mild abnormality. Then we go from mild to moderate abnormality, where we have even more plaque building up inside of our blood vessels to the point where it becomes close to fully blocked. And this is severe abnormality. If this process continues on from normal to mild to moderate to severe, then we are basically looking at a heart attack at some point in life. But if it becomes permanently blocked, as the blood is flowing through, it reaches a point where the pressure on the walls begin to expand. And we see this as vascular resistance on our bioscan. And once this happens, it causes so much pressure on the walls that it explodes, causing an aneurysm. When this happens, then we have bigger problems to deal with. Let's take a look at some of our testimonies. These are people who actually utilize the products in order to work towards achieving their health goals. Whether it's obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, we're going to be able to access the ability to reverse these conditions, restore health, and achieve our ideal weight.
Thank you, Dr. Prince, because this is where we are. Listen, how many of you know somebody who knows somebody in your family, in your sphere, that they need to start making these changes so we can reverse the direction that we're going in? Hopefully you're fortunate enough to be in an area where we have a health coach or a wellness coach that is also a scan coach. But if not, let me tell you something. If you're on medication, if you're doing anything, it's time for you to live your best life. And whether you want to maintain health or address health concerns, we can help you. So don't wait for the crisis. I have people tell me, well, my doctor didn't show me this. Well, their equipment is calibrated only to see certain things, and that's on crisis level. This is non-invasive, no radiation. It's based on Eastern medicine, not Western medicine. It's based on imbalance. Because they taught us way back in the day in school about our cells. We got trillions of cells, and they grow, they split, they regenerate, they die. They grow, they split, they regenerate, they die. But we need to know what's going on the cellular level, because we've got a problem right here in the United States. Our CEO coined a phrase called chewicide. I love it, because that's what we're doing. We're digging our graves with our fork. We're literally committing suicide on the plate. Too much animal protein, processed food, salt and sugar, sedentary lives. We don't get up and do anything. We don't go outside. We're sitting in front of our computers. Our kids don't play outside anymore. And as a result of that, we've got too much animal protein that is doing what? Impairing our kidneys and our organs and our cells. And that's what's contributing to faster aging, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. You know Dr. Oz, right? He said our genetics load the gun, but our lifestyle pulls the trigger. I say it like this. Anytime I'm sitting down with a person and they tell me, well, my grandmother had it, my great-grandmother had it, they died of heart disease, so I know I'm destined to have it. Well, here's what's happening. Here's what's destined. If you eat like they ate, you're going to have what they had. So how many of you here? You're here because you want to elevate your level of wellness. It's time for us to create a blue zone. Did you know that there are blue zones in the world today? There are 6 areas in the world where people actually eat far less animal meat than we do in the United States, but yet they live longer than the average person. Those are called blue zones. We only have one in the United States, in Loma Linda, the United States, right there. Okay, can you believe that? But guess what? You can be creating another one. It's time for you to create a 7th Blue Zone in your family, in your household, in your community. And we can do it through our program called a Flat Belly Lifestyle. Check this out.
Less than 5% of people who go on a diet actually achieve long-term results. We believe you are ready to live your best possible life by getting off the diet roller coaster. Eating according to your blood type can make significant changes in your health. More than 2/3 of adults in the US are overweight. Obesity is associated with the leading causes of death worldwide, including diabetes, heart disease, stroke, and some types of cancer. Even if you are at your ideal weight, eating against your blood type puts you at risk for chronic illness and disease. These are devastating reports, and we can change them. But it starts with one fundamental truth. One man's food could be another man's poison. It's time to drop the waste. The Flat Belly Lifestyle is a revolutionary approach to living your best possible life. First, we tailor the program with plant-based food for your specific blood type and to promote a healthy gut. Eating against your blood type creates inflammation, chronic illness, and obesity. Second, we recommend that you take our 15-minute bioscan so that we can help you identify what's happening below the surface. Next, simply choose the right phase for you. For added support, we invite you to join the community of people that are achieving success to inspire you and learn from our experts who support you along the way. Take the pledge today.
Please, please, please take the pledge today. Choose one of our programs. Now, we never say that we can cure or we can change anything. Our program is not even used for sale for those under the age of 18 or those under the age of 21 can't use our CBD smokable products and our vapes and our Delta 8. And we do want you to consult with your physician before use of any serious medical condition or use prescription medications. We want them on board because when things start getting better, we need them to decrease your medication, your dosage, all of that. You should do that anyway. Anytime you take a supplementary dietary product, you should always consult with your primary care physician, right? And the FDA has not evaluated these statements, and we never intend to diagnose, to treat, to cure, or prevent any disease. We don't make claims, but our customers do. And even the bioscan test results are for reference only and are not a diagnostic conclusion. But as you heard Dr. Prince say, as you heard the video say, we've got serious testimonies. Testimonies that have literally changed the course of people's lives, moved in a different direction, because self-care is healthcare. So we got to care for our body because it's the only place you've got to live. That's what Mary said. And look at these other results. You've seen the pictures, but I just want to give you just another moment to take a look. These are real people, guys. We don't have any paid actors. These are bona fide real people who made the commitment and the decision to change their lives. So we've got two main products that help to do this in this area. We've got a 21-day raw cleanse and a 7-day raw cleanse. And all you got to do is get back with the person who invited you. They'll take you through the details of the products, how to use them. They'll show you the regimen. We give you a regimen, what to do for breakfast, what to do for lunch, what to do for dinner. We give you what you can do after the cleanse to maintain this. That's our meal replacement. You can use that protein powder even after the cleanse to maintain this. It's not just a one and done. This is something that should be done throughout the year. Yes, my husband and I do 21 days twice a year, and periodically a 7-day. Because sometimes you go and have a good time and you eat something, or you go to a party, or you have the holidays like right now. And I'm challenging you to get ready for the new year. We're going to be doing a global thing, a completely corporate thing, where we're going to be doing 21-day cleanses, getting ready for the new year and even starting the new year. So you want to get back with the person that invited you to this presentation because they loved you enough to want to expose you to this, because we've got to reverse the direction we've been going. And then, oh my God, we have a super fruit. Yes, we've discovered this thing. It's called the aronia berry. The aronia berry helps do what? Accelerate weight loss, tastes delicious, reduces inflammation. It helps to fight age-related diseases. And all you do is take about 1.5 ounces twice a day. We've got it in juice and we're coming out with it in powder form. And we are so privileged to have the best of the best. Yes, the creme de la creme. There is an aronia berry that you can buy almost anywhere, but ours, exclusively from a farm in the Dakotas, listen, it has a higher rating than any other aronia berry. Now, you heard me talk earlier that how this company started. We started with CBD. Why was that important? Why is that important to wellness? Because each of us has what we call an endocannabinoid system. And this endocannabinoid system, it's a turnkey situation. We've got these receptors in our body. You have them, I have them, we all have them. Even animals have them if they have a spinal cord. And every time you take some CBD, it looks for the inflammation in that area. If you've got glaucoma, it goes to the eyes. If you've got diabetes, it goes to the pancreas. Wherever the inflammation is, that's where it goes. So it's called the ECS system. And so we've got products that help to address that, as well as the wellness and the flat belly lifestyle. If you need something to give you calmness, you're under stress, you're dealing with a lot of stuff, you've got death in your family, and you need something to be calm. We got gummies. Can't sleep at night. You need to be relaxed. We've got internal drops that you can put under the tongue. We've got pain cream. Oh my God, pain has become the new norm for so many people. They wake up with it, they go to sleep with it, they never change. They think that's what they have to have, but guess what? We've got a pain cream that people are raving about. Matter of fact, it's one of our top sellers. And then that level of creativity, you need that. We've got Delta 8, we've got passion. Yes, we can assist you even in the bedroom. But here's what happens too. And this is what happened with my husband and I, because it just made sense. We understand we need to improve our health, but how about having your own website? See, when people see you make changes, they want to know how you did it. And wouldn't it be cool if they could now go to your website? What do I mean? Just like you have your own Amazon. You can start your own online wellness dispensary, and we can even teach you how to become a certified wellness coach. But now, either way, we always have three kinds of people every time we do one of these presentations. One, you want to be a customer. You want to try the product. Two, you want to become a brand ambassador and elevate your freedom and become a lifestyle coach. Or three, you want to become an econopreneur and go all the way to the top, get you some extra income, start getting you some residual income coming in. Whether it's 1, 2, or 3, the person that invited you is going to ask you, which one are you? Are you number 1, number 2, or number 3? You may even want to have a scan party. Invite family and friends over and have somebody come in and do the scans of your family and friends and teach them how to start this journey. But if you do want to become an econopreneur, hold on for a second and let me share with you just for the next few minutes how you can pledge to elevate your legacy. See, it's not about just leaving generational wealth, but it's generational health and wealth, because self-care is nothing without your health, and wealth is nothing without your health. So we want to have time freedom. Don't you want, I know you may be on a job right now, but they tell you what to do, when to do it, when to go to the bathroom. They tell you when you can take off for work. Wouldn't you like to have that time freedom to be able to do when you want to do? I love traveling because I can do my business while I'm traveling. I love waking up, looking in my back office on my phone and seeing cha-ching, cha-ching, I just made some money because of residual income. And we're going to teach you how to have fast start bonuses and take trips that you don't have to pay for. And didn't I say it earlier? A willable business, leaving a legacy and generational wealth. We got 12 streams. That's what I call them. We got 12 different ways to elevate your earnings. And I've already talked about a few of them having your own website, but we're going to show you, especially my favorite one is our revenue pool. I've been in company after company, but I've never seen a company like this that will set aside money every single month outside of the profit. No, this is revenue. Before profits, before the expenses are paid, money is set aside 4% if you choose to work your business. Now, if you just want to be a customer, that's fine. If you just want to put your website out there, that's fine. But if you, let me tell you something, this happened to me. People started asking me, can I do this? And all of a sudden, the team developed. And 4% every month is set aside when you reach some of our rankings like Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald, and Diamond. And you share in that 4% pool from the revenue of the company. And then when you hit one of our top ranks called Diamond, oh my God, we'll show you how to get there. We'll teach you. There's going to be a training right after this presentation, actually, that's really going to lead you and guide you in a very simple way how to get to the top. That 2% pool, listen, the diamonds get to double dip from the 4% and the 2% pool. Absolutely amazing, because we're in a growing market. See, health and wellness, I'm a baby boomer, and baby boomers are the ones that make the trends happen. If you look back over life and you look back over time, statistics show that whatever the baby boomers get behind, that's what grows. And because we're now wakening up, and we got sickness in our bodies, and we've got cancer and high blood and diabetes and all these different chronic issues going on, and now we're making up our mind, I'm going to take my health into my own hands. And so there's a growing market in the health and wellness, because self-care is the new healthcare. So if you're making a decision today, which I hope you are, here's something you should consider. Find a company that's been at least 18 months old. Well, guess what? That's us, because we're over 4 years old. We're up 4.5. We're pushing. We got a few months we'll be 5 years old. And then you also understand that, why is that important? Because 90% of companies, they fail their first 18 months. But according to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500,000 people, it's a great opportunity. What does that mean, guys? That means we're a great opportunity. But they also say, if it's less than 100,000, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Well, let me please announce to you that at this particular time, we have less than 100,000 distributors. So we are an opportunity of a lifetime. That's why I said you must be grateful for the person inviting you. Be grateful, and I appreciate the fact that you decided to get onto this presentation today. One more statistic and I'm done. And this is not something that we did. This is something that the S-curve is known in business. You can look it up on the internet. This S-curve shows the wealth of companies, who benefits from the wealth of companies. It's first movers advantage. It's who's there first. Ask anybody who started when the companies were started for Avon and Mary Kay and Excel and Amway, the people who were there at the beginning. See, right now, we're at the beginning. We're down here on the bottom floor. We're not, people say, oh, this is a ground floor opportunity. No, I say it's in the basement, right? Because the day that everybody knows the word Akana, you're too late. See, you know Avon, you know Mary Kay, you know Amway, you know those names, but you haven't heard of Akana. That's a good sign, because that means that the business will earn those people who are at that, where that arrow is. When we get into momentum, and that's what our chief marketing officer is about to take us to, momentum. When you hit momentum, those are the people that earn up to 80% of the wealth of the company. So I'm inviting you to be a part of what we're doing. Take the trips with us that you don't have to pay for, and elevate with Akana, and welcome to the family. So listen, we're going to open up for a few seconds for any questions that you might have. We're going to hang on in here and put some music on and wait for our chief sales officer to take us into our next training.